In the words of Swami Vivekananda, arise, awake, and stop not until the goal is reached. Respected Rector, Father Joseph Thadmanal S.J., Principal, Father Dr. T. Nishant S.J., Vice Principal, Father Dr. Martin Thoras S.J., members of management, professors, staff, and students, good morning to you all. I, Naima of BBA Part 3rd, welcome you all to this competition. On this 157th birth anniversary of Swami Vivekananda, we celebrate National Youth Day on 12th January every year. Today, we are organizing a speech competition on the topic, Power of Youth. Before starting further, let me introduce you to the jury member of this competition, that is Rector Father Joseph Thadmanal S.J., Controller of Examination Father Sebastian Alphonse S.J., Professor Rakesh Pathak, Coordinator of BCA. Now, let me explain you the rules and guidelines of this competition. Each student will be allotted a time period of 3 minutes. There will be a warning bell after 2 minutes. Let's begin this competition. For this, I call upon code number 1.
उठो जागो और तब तक भागते रहो जब तक कि लक्ष्य प्राप्त ना हो जाए। ये लाइन हमने बहुत बार सुनी होगी। मैं आप सबको एक कहानी सुनाना चाहता हूँ और उस कहानी से हम सब समझ पाएंगे इसका अर्थ। तो मैं उस 8 साल के बच्चे की कहानी सुनाना चाहता हूँ जिसका नाम था नरेंद्र। नरेंद्र ने 8 साल की उम्र में अपने पिता को खो दिया और पिता को खोने के बाद जहां सारे लोग रो रहे थे, वो कह सकता था किसी और की तरह कि मैं बर्बाद हो गया, मेरे पास जीवन में कुछ नहीं रहा, पर उसने कहा कि मैं जिम्मेदार हो गया हूं। मेरे पास मेरे परिवार की जिम्मेदारी है। उसके परिवार में 9 लोग थे और वो कह सकता था कि मेरे पास और कुछ चारा नहीं है, लेकिन उसने कहा कि मैं जिम्मेदार हूं। कौन था ये नरेंद्र? नरेंद्र 2-2, 3-3 दिन तक भूखा रहने लगा ताकि उसके परिवार का पेट भर सके। नरेंद्र आगे चल के अपनी ग्रेजुएशन कंप्लीट करता और उसके बाद जब नौकरी ढूंढता है तो उसे नौकरी भी नहीं मिलती। नरेंद्र ने जब ये सारी चीजें देखी तो कहा कि यार मेरे को कुछ मिलेगा कि नहीं मिलेगा, लेकिन आज हम उन्हें आगे चल के आज हम उन्हें स्वामी विवेकानंद जी के नाम से जानते हैं। तो क्या हुआ? स्वामी विवेकानंद जी जिन्होंने अपने सिद्धांतों और विचारों से पूरी दुनिया में भारत का नाम रोशन किया, भारत की संस्कृति और हिंदुत्व का प्रचार किया, पूरे भारतवर्ष को अपनी वो इज्जत दिलाई स्वामी विवेकानंद जी ने। पर हम किस बात करते हैं और हम लोग युवा पीढ़ी से क्या समझते हैं? कौन है यूथ? आपके हिसाब से कौन है? एसबीआई एटीएम के बाहर बैठने वाला गार्ड यूथ है क्या? कमान नहीं ना। तो कौन? हम लोग यूथ क्यों है? ये बात हम समझे पहले, तब आगे बढ़ सकते हैं, क्योंकि हमारे पास समय है। ये समय जो भी 18 से 25 साल की उम्र है, ये मुझे भी समझ में आ गया कि अभी जो हम लोग कर सकते हैं वो बाद में नहीं कर सकते यार। सर, मैं आपको एक बात बताना चाहता हूं कि लक्ष्य किसको कहा जा रहा है और किस बात से लक्ष्य। ये इस तरीके से है कि आप जाते हैं रेलवे स्टेशन, वहां पे टिकट काउंटर पे जाते हैं और कहते हैं कि मुझे टिकट दे दो। टिकट वाला आपसे कहता है कि कहां की सर दे दूं? तो आप कहते हैं मुझे नहीं पता, मुझे कहां जाना है, मुझे कहीं की भी टिकट दे दो। वो कहता है सॉरी सर, हम आपको कहीं की भी टिकट नहीं दे सकते, आपको स्पेसिफिक बताना होगा कि आपका पीएनआर नंबर क्या है, आप किस ट्रेन से जाना चाहते हैं, आप किस तारीख को जाना चाहते हैं, आपके साथ कौन कौन जा रहा है, आप अपर बर्थ देंगे, लोअर बर्थ देंगे, एसी ट्रेन से जाएंगे, नॉर्मल ट्रेन से जाएंगे, खिड़की के पास बैठेंगे। तो जब एक छोटे से सफर के लिए, एक ट्रेन से सफर करने के लिए हम लोग इतनी सारी प्लानिंग करते हैं, तो हमारे जीवन में क्या प्लानिंग है सर? मैं आपको ये सोचने पे विवश करना चाहता हूं। क्या आपके पास अपना कोई गोल या लक्ष्य है? क्या आपके पास कुछ प्लानिंग्स है अपने जीवन के लिए? और यही चीजें स्वामी विवेकानंद जी भी हमें बताना चाहते थे। और मैं बात कहना चाहता हूं आपसे कि लक्ष्य कौन सेट करेगा? कमान, क्योंकि जब तक आप कहेंगे नहीं तब तक आप करेंगे नहीं। एक बार मेरे साथ बोलिए कि कौन करेगा लक्ष्य सेट? हम करेंगे। बोलिए, हम करेंगे। नहीं, मैं करूंगा। कम ऑन, आज से अपने आप से कहना है कि मैं करूंगा। ना बगल वाला करेगा ना उधर वाला करेगा, मैं करूंगा। क्योंकि अगर आप पहल करेंगे तो दुनिया पहल करेगी। हिम्मत चाहिए, हिम्मत। पहले बड़ा करने के लिए हिम्मत नहीं चाहिए, पहले बड़ा सोचने के लिए चाहिए। धन्यवाद।
Thank you, code number 1, for your view. Now, I call upon code number 2.
The power of youth. The word is describing itself. If you will put away the TH from the word youth, you'll be left out with youth. Yes, each and every one of us unitedly form the word youth. Once Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam said that my message, especially to the young people, is to have the courage to think differently, to have the courage to invent, to travel the unexplored path, courage to discover the impossible, and to conquer the problems and succeed. According to figures, youth form 18% of the world population. But in the case of India, the 65% of the Indian population is youth. It's said that the world's 2 most prized gifts are the love of a woman and the beauty of youth. While we always talk about women, let's take this opportunity to talk about youth. Youth is about enthusiasm and zeal. It's about a fire in the belly, a resolve to bring about change for the better. Youth is unencumbered by the experiences that holds back. Youth is also unprejudiced. Youth is not cynical or pessimistic. Youth is not daunted by the dark cloud, but looks for the silver lining behind it. It doesn't bother about the tunnel, but strives to get to the light at the end of it. Youth means health. It means energy, vigor, and an insatiable hunger to achieve and accomplish. We take risks, we dare, we have hope. That's the power of youth. It's been observed that we are the ones, the smaller ones, who often take the bigger steps. Be it in any field, be it corruption, be it political setup, be it gender inequality, be it racism, be it climate change, be it right to education, be it anything wrong happening to the society. It's us who stand and raise voices. And in the process of doing so, we become a threat to the wrong ones. And in a poem written by Rakesh Tiwari, he said, आवाज उठाओ कि उनके पास तुम्हें रोकने की तरकीबें बहुत हैं. आवाज उठाओ कि उनके पास तुम्हें रोकने की तरकीबें बहुत हैं, मगर तुमसे भी तो दोस्त दुनिया को उम्मीदें बहुत हैं. But not forgetting the other side of the coin, despite of being so much enthusiastic and energy filled, is the same us who are depressed, sad, unwilling to speak up, fearful, immature, violent, and can easily be manipulated and influenced by others. We trust the Facebook and Instagram pages more than we trust the pages of a book. We need to be more focused and aware of the rights and responsibilities we have and the changes, even a small one, like not judging our classmates on the basis of any caste, color, creed, or religion. These small steps result in the bigger ones. We aren't any different from youngsters like Greta Thunberg, Malala Yousafzai, Bhagat Singh, Sachin Tendulkar, Milkha Singh, P.T. Usha, and many others, are we? The key to strengthening youth is to provide them academic as well as moral education, and also allow them to speak, allow them to choose their paths. Youth is the most powerful phase of human life, yet its power is the same as water. It mimics its container. You teach your youth enough to be a big reservoir, and you may see wonders never witnessed before. Thank you.
Thank you, code number 2 for your informative speech. Now I call upon code number 3.
A very warm and heartiest good morning to one and all present here. Respected father, professors, and my dear friends. I started of BBA 2B and I've got the privilege to tell you about the most immense power of our country, the asset which cannot be turned down at any cost. Yes, I'm talking about the power of youth. We cannot undermine the power of youth. They can make the country or they can break the country. Malala Yousafzai. I think we all have heard about her name. A 22-year-old female activist who fought for the education and rights of the females of Taliban and Pakistan. We all know how hard she suffered in getting the success. She transformed radical extremist mindset to rational empowerment mindset. She is the youth. We can say she is the power of youth. In India, a politician or a group of people rape a girl, and what we do? We just do a candle march, post pictures and social medias. Being a youth, is it enough? Is it not shameful for us? Even the freedom of our country, the answer goes to the youth of that time. Chandrasekhar Azad, Shahid Bhagat Singh, Sukhdev, they were all the youths of that time. And our motherland needs those youth once again for revolution. For revolution in the field of politics. The deadly hands of corruption can only be cut down by the immortal power of the politics. It is the youth who can turn down all the socio-economic problems of our country. My dear friends, the youths have a voice, are raised up. Today's youths are dynamic, progressive, proactive, and these young beings have the power, courage, and even have the potential to lead our country. Even our former President, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam said, the dreams of Indian youth can become the success story of the whole nation. Hammering the last nail, I want to say that it is the time to unite together. It is the time to raise our voice together. It is the time to stand together. Because we are the youth of our country. We are the potency of our motherland. We can lead our country to the utmost success. So, my dear friends, it is a time to stand up, buck up, and you come up, because we are the youth of our country, our motherland. And today's youth are tomorrow's future. Thank you. Jai Hind, Jai Xavier.
Thank you, code number 3, for your words. Truth can be stated in 1,000 different words, yet each one will be true. With this, I invite code number 4.
On the 9th of October 2012, a child was shot in the head for talking about equality and humanity. But the bullet that pierced into her head was actually too feeble to weaken her goals. That child was Malala Yousafzai. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I started out with this story because every time I talk about her, it reminds me of all those wonderful and brilliant young people who have the power to change the world, who have set examples and are an inspiration for me, for you, and for so many others. This is an era of revolutionary changes, and youth has the greatest role to play in it. A lot of social, political, environmental revolutions have been successfully led by the youth today, which is a mark of their huge potential and great conviction. Youth, in fact, has no particular age limit. It is a mindset. A mindset which has absolutely no boundaries to dreaming. It is the youth of a nation that defines its future, especially in a country like India, which has the world's largest youth population. We have 356 billion young people. I repeat, 356 million young people. What an enormous wealth that is. But with great power comes greater responsibilities. One thing about being young is that people do not expect you to care about serious issues because they feel that we are too young for that. And that is exactly where the youth today is breaking the norms and setting higher standards. Because they have the knowledge, the courage to stand for what is right and speak the truth. As youth, we must also realize that for every right we avail, there is a duty we need to perform. Once we keep that in mind and strive for excellence, there is definitely no going back. The power of the youth is immense indeed. The brave, the fearless, the dreamers, the creators. We are the future, we are the present. We have a voice that speaks the truth, and we have the courage to stand against all the evils in spite of all the suppression. इस जग में जितने जुल्म नहीं, उतने सहने की ताकत है. तानों के भी शोर में सच कहने की आदत है. With this, I take leave. Thank you very much for being with us today.
Thank you, Code Number 4, for your informative speech. Now, I invite Code Number 5.
A warm good morning to one and all present here. Youth. What strikes our mind when we come across this word youth? Y-O-U-T-H, youth. Free spirit, fervent, passionate, brave, committed, and so much more. But what is the most striking? The word power. Power of youth, power of unity. A youth has multiple roles to play in today's society. The major being to renew and refresh the current status of the society in the fields of leadership, innovation, skills, and so much more. A youth nowadays has to stand, unite, and should emerge as one supreme power. We, the youth, should encourage and devote ourselves in doing such works and actions that would inspire the generations to come. It is not just an individual aging between 18 to 24 or 25, but is a person who is dexterous and vivacious enough to uplift a person who is disheartened, discouraged, and depressed. We, as youth, should be well aware of our powers and privileges. Some of them are like voting rights, right of majority, legal working age, student rights, and so much more. We should exercise our powers and rights in such an impactful manner that it inspires the masses. Let us now have a look in our society today. We are emerging with a mixed population of youth, amongst which we have some clenched up in addiction and intoxicants. Some of them are not well educated and therefore are unaware of their rights and powers. Here comes our duty as a youth to inculcate and to make our friends, our peermates, our youth aware about their responsibility towards the society. Lastly, speech with the 4 lines. You can't take my youth away. This soul of mine will never break. As long as I wake up today, you can't take my youth away. Thank you.
Thank you, code number 5. Now, I call upon code number 6.
शुभ प्रभात। आज के हमारे माननीय न्यायाधीशों को, अधीन शिक्षक को, प्रधान अध्यापक को, प्रबंधन के सदस्यों को, प्रोफेसरों को और मेरे प्यारे साथियों को मेरा नमस्कार। आज मैं आपके समक्ष युवा शक्ति जैसे विषय पर अपने विचार व्यक्त करने के लिए यहाँ उपस्थित हूँ। युवा वही होता है जिसके हाथों में शक्ति, पैरों में गति, हृदय में ऊर्जा और आंखों में सपने होते हैं। भारत एक युवा देश है। क्यों? क्योंकि यहाँ की आधी जनसंख्या 25 वर्षों से कम उम्र वालों की है। चिंता का विषय यह है कि आधी जनसंख्या पबजी खेलने में, टिकटॉक पर फुल वीडियो बनाने में, इंटरनेट पर बेकार का साहित्य पढ़ने या देखने में अपना ज्यादातर समय बर्बाद कर रही है। आप युवाओं को सैक्रेड गेम्स के बारे में पूछिए तो उनको ज्यादा पता होगा। अगर देश के इतिहास के बारे में पूछिए तो ऐसे चंद युवा ही ऐसे विषयों पर चर्चा करते नजर आएंगे। यहाँ तक कि कुछ युवाओं का मानना है राजनीति तो कीचड़ है और इन फालतू बातों में वे नहीं पढ़ना चाहते। उन्हें मैं एक आचार्य चाणक्य की कही बात याद दिलाना चाहता हूँ। किसी भी देश के पतन का कारण उस देश के युवा होते हैं जो कहते हैं राजनीति कीचड़ है। अगर राजनीति कीचड़ है तो उसे साफ करने का दायित्व भी देश के युवा ही का है, उस देश के युवाओं का ही है। हम बात करते हैं युवा भारत की, उस युवा भारत की जिसे अपनी इस युवा शक्ति का प्रयोग देश के विकास के लिए करना है। बाहरी ताकतें हम युवाओं को नशे की लत में झोंकने की ताकत लगा रही है। पूरी कोशिश है कि युवा कुछ नया, कुछ सृजनात्मक सोच ही ना पाए। जिस युवा शक्ति के भरोसे हम भारत को विश्व शक्ति बना सकते हैं, उस युवा शक्ति को जागरूक होने की जरूरत है। जरूरत है अपनी ताकत को पहचानने की और देश के विकास में योगदान देने की। तभी भारत वास्तव में युवा शक्ति कहलाने का हकदार होगा। आग हम सब के अंदर है। अब ये आप पर निर्भर करता है कि उस आग की ज्वाला को आप कैसे प्रयोग करते हैं। आखिर में बस इतना ही कहूंगा कि युवा होने का मतलब है हवा का मोड़ दे रुख जो, बदलते वक्त से पहले खुद को ही बदल ले जो, समय की धार से पहले बना ले खुद की वो धारा, कुछ ऐसे कारनामे हो नाम उसका ले जग सारा। धन्यवाद।
Thank you, code number 6, for your energetic speech. You cannot believe in God until you believe in yourself. With this, I welcome our next contestant, code number 7.
Good morning, everyone. Today we are here to talk about power of youth. Power of youth isn't the fist fights or slaps that you have before canteen, or the 50 guys you bring to have a major fight. That's not the power of youth we have. You know, the power of youth is what people before me have discussed. How we can bring change, how we can contribute to the falling things. Today I want to talk about misinformation. That's, I consider, is the biggest threat to the power of youth. I believe that when you can't fight power this big, all you need to do is divert it. And that's how misinformation plays. Can you imagine students of Xavier's and Patna University shouting out on internet that JNU should be shut down. Why? Can you just imagine what made them think that being in Patna and questioning other universities, other things, this is what misinformation leads to. It brings us to a point where we lose our conscience. Because when you are misinformed, you are nothing but a puppet of who misinformed you. They play with you. And we let pass things very easily. We don't question a lot. When people say that gravity was discovered by Einstein, or maybe when we took advantage of the clouds and radar couldn't find us, we don't question that. We don't question the authenticity of the statements, but we laugh and we let by. Shouldn't we question them? That how can they make such irresponsible statements being the head of this India? We just don't question them. We make jokes on them. They should be responsible and make correct statements and not just be led by making jokes. And I consider that questioning is the main power of our youth because we are rational. We can see through the points, we can make valid statements, and we can judge things on it. There's a famous quote which says, "You focus on trivial things and lose sight of what is important." Change is impossible in such fog of ignorance. How can we evolve when all we know is rules and regulations? When we accept the rules and regulations without seeing through them, without questioning them, it's where we fall short. Rules and regulations are not wrong, but we should question them when they come in our way of development and evolving. And I think we are the ones who can contribute into the greatest evolution that will ever happen. Thank you.
Thank you, code number 7, for your mesmerizing words. Now, I invite code number 8.
Good morning, Father, Professor, and all present here. Youth. Who is youth? People belonging to certain age period? No, I don't think so. Youth are fearless. Youth have never giving up attitude. Youth have vision for society and the nation. Youth always ready to give their time, everything for the nation. Youth are the energy of the nation. Yes, they are youth. Swami Vivekananda, a great philosopher, said that my faith is in the young generation, modern generation. Swami Vivekananda has helped to realize the real potential of the youth that can be used for the development of the nation. Youth, most dynamic segment of population in any country. Yes, we are youth. Just look back and see the history of India. Most of the movements are led and started by the youths. Yes, we are the youths. Greta, a young girl from Sweden, at the age of 15, she started sitting outside the parliament of Sweden for struggle call against the global warming. She just wanted to protect our environment at the age of 15. She was just 15. I also want to say that about her movement. She started a movement called a Friday for the Future. In that, the students of Sweden did not go to the schools. They gathered around the Swedish parliament for action against global warming. Let's also not forget the efforts of the Pakistani girl Malala. Taliban has said that girls will not get education in Pakistan. Malala started a campaign against Taliban. She wanted right for education for the girls. She was shot in the head by the Talibani gunman. But yet, she never gave up. She recovered herself and again she started her fight for the right of education. Just look at us. How many students we have? We have 1,000 students in front of me. Can't we do something? Can't we do for the education? I have been so inspired by the story of Greta and Malala. We also have many problems. Right of education is not reachable in Patna to everyone. If we contribute 50 rupees, we will have 50,000 per month from Xavier's College for YFI. We can change the scenario in Patna. Yes, and this has been started. PCB 2B will be contributing free notebook education material per month basis, and I want all of you to join us. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you, code number 8. Now, I call upon code number 9 to carry the competition further.
Respected fathers, professors, and my all dear fellow Xavierians, a very warm good morning to you all. I, Sol Kumar of SP3P, feel privileged to have this opportunity to speak a few words in front of you all on this auspicious occasion of National Youth Day. This resource of the youth is an important building block for transforming India into a developed nation. If you have an aim in life, realize that spent time cannot be recovered. Success can only come to you by courageous devotion to the task lying in front of you all. I can assert without fear of contradiction that the quality of the nation in India to mind equal to the quality. Youth is a time of life when one is young, but the learn is often used in the more restricted sense of the time believed in the youth, being associated with the freshness, energy, vigor, smart, and energy. Youth is the stage of constructing the self-concept. The self-concept of youth is often influenced by several variables such as peers, lifestyle, gender, political setup, and culture in our society. It is a time of a person's life in which they make choice which will affect the future as well as directly or indirectly influence, as well as directly wealth and strength of any nation. The greatest wealth and nation is youth. The future of a nation lies in hands of the posterity. Youth can play they are determined to put in their best, then no one can stop them in front of you all. The youth of any nation and society are its potential energy. The power of youth can be signed only by mentioning a few names, which energy singers in front of such as Shahid Bhagat Singh, Rajguru Sukhdev, Sachin Tendulkar, Milkha Singh, Susmita Sen, P.T. Usha, and Kapil Dev. Young age is part of our life. When a person is filled with energy, fresh ideas, anger, and motivation. It is well proved that young youth have a very special role in any country's development. Their hardworking, honesty, energy, and motivation can prove to be the best ingredients for a successful nation. The youth has gained importance today because of the rate at which the population of youth is increased. A large youth power in the nation means an increase in per capita output from the country. The youth is the time of the life when person possesses a competent array of skills, resolution, decision making, teamwork, leadership, and critical thinking. And I would like to conclude with this our motivate quote. ईश्वर ने हम सबको हीरा बनाया है. ईश्वर ने हम सबको हीरा बनाया है. बस शर्त ये है जो घिसेगा वो चमकेगा. Thank you.
Thank you, code number 9. Now, put your hands together for code number 10.
इश्क में जीत के आने के लिए काफी हूँ. इश्क में जीत के आने के लिए काफी हूँ. मैं अकेला इस जमाने के लिए काफी हूँ. मेरी हर हकीकत को ख्वाब समझने वालों, मैं अकेला ही तुम्हारी नींद उड़ाने के लिए काफी हूँ। That is the power of youth. A very hearty good morning to dear member, dignitaries and all future Indians. My theme is the power of youth. Youth is the light of society. Youth is not an age, it's an ideology. Youth is the stage of constructing self-concept. The self-concept of youth is that being influenced the mindset of our society. The power of youth is that they can change the ideology of our society. The power of youth is that they can give the flight to the page of our history. I want to tell you here कि हो गई है पीर पर्वत सी पिघलनी चाहिए, इस हिमालय से कोई गंगा निकलनी चाहिए, इस हिमालय से कोई गंगा निकलनी चाहिए। Yes, Ganga and Himalaya and their society and youth both are same. जिस तरीके से हिमालय से गंगा निकलकर इस धरा को हरा भरा बनाती है, ठीक उसी तरह ये यूथ इस सोसाइटी को प्रकाशित करने का काम करते हैं। I want to tell you some example here. Plato and Aristotle were youth and they tried to change the mindset of our society. Swami Vivekananda, world was not known about Narendra Dutt, but they gave speech in Chicago 1893 in America. Everyone shocked that time. How is it possible? He was the power of youth. At last I want to tell you some word in Indian context. What is happening today in our country? You know, Jamia to JNU, Kerala to Assam. But I don't give any comment on this topic. But I want to say some word. If he knows to bring the power, if he knows to bring the power, then he also knows how to fall from the power. That is the power of youth. At last I want to end up our speech. कि जलने जलाने की कोशिश ना करना, जलने जलाने की कोशिश ना करना, हमें आजमाने की कोशिश ना करना, हम तो हवाओं के रुख बदलने वाले हैं, हम तो हवाओं के रुख बदलने वाले हैं, हमें आजमाने की कोशिश ना करना, हमें आजमाने की कोशिश ना करना। That is the power of youth. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Code number 10, for your words. Take risks in your life. If you win, you can lead. If you lose, you can guide. With this, I call our next contestant, Code number 11.
A very warm and hearty good morning to the jury members, the dignitaries and my beloved and dear friends sitting in this hall today. I want to begin with by telling you that the weather, with the advent of the ferocious weather which is there in our country today, the weather in which a student is being brutally thrashed, the weather of 2.8 lakh crore economic slowdown, the weather of unemployment, the weather of illiteracy, the weather of poverty and impoverishment, the weather in which our constitution is being brutally raped, and we, the youth, are growing into this period. And we, the youth, are growing into this period, but I want to tell you that you do not need to be afraid, because we, the youth, are powerful enough to bring a change into the society, to bring a change into this nation and to this whole country. Because we are powerful, even though the weather is harsh, even though the weather is stormy. I want to tell you today this, कि जो तूफान में पलते हैं, कि जो तूफान में पलते हैं, वही दुनिया को बदलते हैं। उसे गुमा है, इस सरकार को गुमा है कि मेरी उड़ान कुछ कम है, उसे गुमा है कि मेरी उड़ान कुछ कम है, पर मुझे यकीन है कि ये आसमां कुछ कम है, ये आसमां कुछ कम है। The government today is continuously trying to convert the participatory democracy into a procedural democracy. But the youth of this country will not allow them to do so. The procedural democracy says you can vote, but you cannot ask questions. You can go into rallies, but you cannot form policies. You can shout slogans of Inqilab Zindabad, but you cannot stand there in the parliament and represent the people of your country. Do you think that we are being used? They say that we are useless. But we, the youth of this country, are not getting enough chance to represent our country, to represent the people of the country. And this is what the data intelligence unit says. That the average age of Lok Sabha MPs has always been above the age of 50, and that goes same with the 17th Lok Sabha. But still, we are currently asking questions to the government, and why we ask questions can easily be understood by these lines, which says कि अगर उसूलों पे आ जाए तो टकराना जरूरी है। अगर उसूलों पे आ जाए तो टकराना जरूरी है। जो जिंदा हो तो जिंदा नजर आना जरूरी है। जो जिंदा हो तो जिंदा नजर आना जरूरी है। The youth of this country shouts freedom. The youth of this country sings freedom. The youth of this country fights for freedom. And the youth of this country will acquire freedom from the evil people who are there sitting at the throne today. And I just want to conclude by saying this, that we, the youth, are not alone into this fight. Whether you are a boy or a girl, whether you are a man or a woman, whether you are a principal or a labor, whether you are a grandmother or a grandfather, you must rise today and fight to the evil things which are there in the society, because youth is not an age, it's an ideology. Thank you.
For your thoughts. Before the announcement of the results, I would like to call the Xavier Theatre Club members for a short skit on the power of youth of the country.
अगर तुम्हारे दिमाग और तुम्हारे दिल के बीच संघर्ष चल रहा हो, तो तुम्हें वही करना चाहिए जो तुम्हारा दिल कहता है। अपने जीवन में जोखिम उठाओ। अगर तुम जीतोगे तो नेतृत्व करोगे, और अगर हारोगे तो लोगों का मार्गदर्शन करोगे। सभी शक्तियां तुम्हारे अंदर हैं, तुम कुछ भी कर सकते हो और सब कुछ कर सकते हो। इस बात पर विश्वास करो, भरोसा करो, तुम कमजोर नहीं हो।
If you think yourself weak, weak you will be. If you think yourself strong, strong you will be. इस देश का भविष्य आप युवा पीढ़ी के हाथ में है। आप पूरी आबादी के 65% लोग हैं। Youth is the best time. The way you utilize this period will decide the future of your country. You are the nation builder. आप राष्ट्र निर्माता हैं. This is the best time. The way in which you utilize this period will decide the future of your country. देश आपके हाथों में है. चाहे आप इसे बिगाड़ दें या तो संवार दें, ये आपको डिसाइड करना है। Which side you are? आप किस तरफ हैं? आप में से कुछ देश के साथ खेलते हैं।
महीने बाकी हैं और भाई का बीपी बहुत हाई हो रहा है। काहे इस वाइट बॉल के चक्कर में कैच आउट होना चाहता है? बहुत बुरा लग रहा है ना? मेरे कहने का यह मतलब है कि अब तू मैच फिक्सिंग शुरू कर देना।
कंग्रेट्स कैप्टन, आपके प्लेयर्स बहुत अच्छा खेल रहे हैं आज। आप कौन? लॉकर रूम में खड़ा होकर आपसे बात कर रहा हूं, मतलब कुछ तुम इसलिए जो मैं कहने जा रहा हूं उसे ध्यान से सुनो। देखो सर, क्रिकेटर्स और एक्स क्रिकेटर्स का क्या हाल है वो तो आप अच्छी तरह जानते हो सर। कोई अपनी नस काट रहा है तो कोई शराब पीकर पुरानी आदतों में डूबा हुआ है। जिन्हें थोड़ा बहुत बोलना आता है वो किसी न्यूज चैनल पे बकबक करके निकल जाते हैं, और जिसे हंसना आता है वो किसी लाफ्टर शो पे बिना वजह से जा रहा है। और आप ना बोलना जानते हो ना हंसना। और सर मैं तो हमेशा कहता हूं कि सरकार मत बनाओ, पैसे भी बनाओ। सर आपके लिए 50 लाख और मिडिल ऑर्डर के 2 बैट्समैन के लिए 25-25 लाख। सर आपके मैच हार जाओ। और हाँ सर, मैंने आपके कमरे में कुछ रोलेक्स घड़ियां रखवाई हैं, आपको पसंद आएंगी। खुदा हाफिज।
और कुछ देश के लिए खेलते हैं।
और खेल की दुनिया से बड़ी खबर आ रही है। भारत के लिए अच्छी खबर यह है कि टेनिस खिलाड़ी सानिया मिर्जा ने इतिहास रचा है। सानिया डबल्स में नंबर 1 पर पहुंच गई हैं रैंकिंग में। वर्ल्ड रैंकिंग में सानिया मिर्जा नंबर 1 टॉप पर पहुंचने वाली पहली भारतीय महिला खिलाड़ी बन गई हैं। सानिया मिर्जा स्विट्जरलैंड के अपने जोड़ीदार मार्टिना हिंगिस के साथ फैमिली सर्किल कप के महिला युगल वर्ग का फाइनल जीतने के बाद ये पहले नंबर की खिलाड़ी सानिया मिर्जा बन चुकी है।
Some want change, some of you act to change.
स्वच्छ भारत का इरादा कर लिया हमने देश से अपने वादा, ये वादा कर लिया हमने। स्वच्छ भारत का इरादा कर लिया हमने देश से अपने वादा, ये वादा कर लिया हमने।
स्वच्छ भारत का इरादा कर लिया हमने, देश से अपने ये वादा कर लिया हमने।
स्वच्छ भारत का इरादा कर लिया हमने देश से अपने वादा, ये वादा कर लिया हमने।
हमसे निकलेगी स्वच्छता की एक नदी, चल 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 चल, एक खुली सी जिंदगी। स्वच्छता की जोत लेकर घर घर जाएंगे, साफ सुथरी रोशनी में सब नहाएंगे।
स्वच्छ भारत का इरादा कर लिया हमने देश से अपने वादा, ये वादा कर लिया हमने।
हर गली अब उन्नति की राह जाएगी, भाषा की आंगन आंगन गाएगी। स्वप्न गांधी जी का अब साकार करना है, स्वच्छता का देश में त्योहार करना है।
आप लोगों में से कुछ जीते हैं मांगने के लिए टुक young people?
अस्सलामुअलैकुम भाईजान।
वालेकुम अस्सलाम भाईजान।
और भाईजान सब खैरियत ना?
हाँ भाईजान सब खैरियत।
अरे भाईजान ये देखो, इस गाय को कितनी बेरहमी से किसी ने कुचल दिया है।
हाँ भाईजान, ये यहाँ रही तो इसे कोई और कुचल देगा। चलो हम इसे कहीं कोने में उठा कर रख देते हैं।
हाँ भाईजान जरा जोर लगाना।
हाँ भाईजान।
भाईजान जोर लगाना।
हाँ भाईजान लगा रहा हूँ।
अरे ब्रो, देख तो ये मुसलमान हमारे गौ माता के साथ क्या कर रहे हैं?
हाँ, आज ये हमारी गौ को मारकर उसका मांस बेचने जा रहे हैं। कल को ये अपनी पूरी कौम को लेकर हमें मारने आएंगे। गो, तू इन लोगों का वीडियो बना, हम इसे वायरल कर देंगे।
हाँ ब्रो, पता तो चले सबको। रुक अभी बनाता हूँ।
हाँ, इसे वायरल कर देंगे।
अरे भाई तूने ये वीडियो देखी? हाँ, ये मुसलमान गौ माता की हत्या कर रहे हैं। ये मुसलमान कभी नहीं सुधर सकते, इन्हें तो सबक सिखाना होगा। हाँ चलो इन्हें खोजते हैं, इनकी तो ऐसी की तैसी। चलो। अरे भाई कहाँ हैं ये लोग?
देखो वहाँ है वो लोग। चलो उन मुसलमानों को आज अच्छा सबक सिखाएंगे।
चलो। क्या हुआ भाई? क्या हुआ?
And some of you die for the people. कुछ लोग जीते हैं मरने के लिए।
कमांडोज, मेरा नाम मेजर विहान शेरगिल है और आप है कैप्टन सरताज। आप सब अपने अपने फोन बाहर निकालिए। अब अपने घर वालों को एक मैसेज भेजिए कि 29 सितंबर सुबह तक आप एक स्पेशल टैक्टिकल ट्रेनिंग के लिए उधमपुर में रहेंगे। इस ट्रेनिंग के दौरान आपको किसी के साथ कोई संपर्क रखने की कोई अनुमति नहीं दी जाएगी। लिहाजा अगले 7 दिनों तक आप अपना फोन बंद रखेंगे। लिखिए। भेजिए। गुड। सरताज, आप सब अपना अपना फोन इस बैग में डालेंगे। अब आपको अपना फोन 29 सितंबर की सुबह ही मिलेगा। जो बात मैं आपको बताने जा रहा हूं, वो बात आप मरते दम तक अपने हलक से बाहर नहीं निकालेंगे। 28 सितंबर देर रात को मैं आपको उरी में हुए शहीद भाइयों के मौत का बदला लेने का मौका देने जा रहा हूं। जिस बेरहमी से आतंकवादियों ने कायरों की तरह हमारे निहत्ते भाइयों को नींद में मारा था, उस बेरहमी का घातक जवाब उनका सर धड़ से अलग करने का मौका देने जा रहा हूं। क्या आप इस मिशन के लिए तैयार हैं?
क्या बदले के लिए आपका खून हो रहा है? Commanders, who are we? Indian Army ने जंग छुड़ाने की रिपोर्ट we will bloody hell face it. How's the Josh? How's the Josh? How's the Josh?
तुम सब में एक अपार शक्ति है। जागो, उठो और तब तक लड़ो जब तक तुम जीत ना जाओ। जितना बड़ा संघर्ष होगा उतनी ही शानदार जीत होगी। सभी शक्तियां आपके भीतर हैं। आप सब कुछ भी कर सकते हो। एक विचार लो, उस विचार को अपना जीवन बना लो। उसके बारे में सोचो, उसके सपने देखो, उस विचार को जियो। अपने शरीर में उस विचार को डूब जाने दो। यही सफल होने का रास्ता है।
Thank you, Xavier Theatre Club, for a beautiful skit. खुद को कभी कमजोर मत समझना, खुद को कभी कमजोर मत समझना, क्योंकि यही आपकी सबसे बड़ी हार है, क्योंकि यही आपकी सबसे बड़ी हार है. With these words, I would like to call upon Father Joseph Thadlanal SJ for the announcement of the results.
My dear friends, before I announce the results, let me congratulate all the competitors. There were 11 of you who took part in the competition. 5 are going to get prizes. Also, I would like to congratulate those who put up this play here on the power of youth. It was excellent. Also, the competitions, those who took part in the competition had plenty of material. The first part for 20 marks was the content. I think it was very well presented, and therefore we had a problem of grading the competitors. However, let me announce the results. I am going to keep the code numbers, and the students will come to the stage, and so all can see who these people are. The third place goes to code number 6. And second position goes to 2 students, code number 2 and code number 8. Now the first position, code number 4 and code number 11. Are these the best ones according to your judgment? Let's give them all a big hand.
Father. Father, please stay back on the stage for the certificate distribution. Now, I would like to call Professor Muhammad Rashid sir to announce the name of the students.
Good morning everyone. I am here to present to you prize distribution ceremony which was held in a NIT tournament on 98th December 2019. So I will request Father Rector to please felicitate our prize winners. So we will start with the football team first. I would request the man of the match of the football, Kunal Justin, to please come up on the stage. Sonu Lakda, man of the match, final. Rohit Roy, player of the tournament. Kunal Justin, best striker of the tournament. And the entire football team. Please come one by one. Kunal Justin, the captain of the football team. Rohit Roy, Ronak Kumar Singh, Xavier Lakda, Mickey Paul, Priyans Paul, Devashish Soren, Sonu Lakda, Deepak Kumar, Ajay Kumar, Sumit Abhay, Martin Christopher Vijay, Gaurav Kumar, Rishabh Kesri, Saurabh Patna, Kumar Golu, moving ahead with the next section, that is for Carom double champions. Moving ahead with the Carom doubles champions, I would like to call Asu Aman and Sunny Kumar to come up on the stage. and carom single runner-up Vivek Arti. Moving ahead with the table tennis, the runners-up Sunny Kumar and Sarthak Hans. The best duo player Sunny Kumar and Sarthak Hans for table tennis. Now it's a turn. Now it's a turn for our courageous students who donated their blood. I would like to call Aditya Kaushik, BCP 3rd, to please come up on the stage. Gajanan Kumar, BCP 3rd. Vivek Bharti, BCP 3rd. Is absent. So I would request Aditya Kaushik to please collect the certificate on behalf of Vivek Bharti. Thank you. That's all for today.
Thank you, Father. Thank you, sir. I congratulate all the winners and the participants of the competition. So, every beginning has to end. With this, we have arrived at the last of our show. Now, I invite Gajanan of BCP 3B to propose the vote of thanks.
Good morning, one and all present here. I, Gajanan of BCP 3rd year, feel extolled and prerogative to propose vote of thanks on behalf of St. Xavier's Colleges of Management and Technology. I extend my earnest gratitude to our Father Principal and Father Vice Principal for their magnificent support for this function. I thank the Social Awareness Committee for their valuable contribution and support in making this event a successful one. A very special thanks to all the professors, administrative staff and the support staff. I would also like to thank our participants for giving a staggering performance to make this competition meaningful. I also thank BMC Department for Photography and Videography. Nevertheless important, I thank all the students for being such a hauling audience. Thank you, Xavier.